Okay, so welcome to the second video in the series about healthy eating and calorie counting. So what I'm going to demonstrate to you now is the meal planning tool in Maximuscle.com's site. So if you go to step 4, healthy eating of the Kickstart Fit 7 Steps to Fitness program, and then just scroll down the page until you come to the box that says working out your calorie maintenance figure. In the last video we did the calorie counting tool, so now scroll down a little bit further and you'll see a link there to Maximuscle.com daily planner, and that is the meal planning tool. So if you click on that link, that should take you straight to Maximuscle's site and straight to the meal planning tool. So if you click on the meal planner, that will open the meal planner tool for you and you'll see this box appear. Okay, it takes a second to load. Okay, and there it is. So step 1 of the tool is asking for the daily planned calories. So this is what you should have worked out using the calorie counter tool that from the last demonstration video. Now the example I did, I got to 2,365 calories. So what I normally do is round it down to the nearest 100. So in this particular example, I'm going to put 2,300 calories. Okay, so let's just zoom in slightly on to step 1 of the planner there. You can see, if you put the drop down menu in, you can see that you've entered 2,300 calories. So moving on to step 2, it's now actually asking you to select your meal. So in the box on the right hand side where it says please select your meal, you've got 6 options in there: breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then 3 snacks. So for this particular example we're going to use breakfast, so just select breakfast in the drop down menu and then you can move on to step 3. Okay, so moving on to step 3, this is where you actually plan the meal that you're going to have and add the different types of foods that you're having. You can see in front of you you've got 5 or 6 different categories of foods. The Maximuscle database holds over 3,000 different food products or different foodstuffs in its database, so it's really good. So there's a lot of things in here that you'll pretty much find everything you need. If you can't find everything you need, you have actually got the opportunity down at the bottom here to add your own the food name, but you need to know how many grams. So for 100 grams, how many grams of fat, carbs, etc. But you can find that usually on the nutrition label for the food that you're having. Okay, so I'm going to start off with an example of a breakfast that I had. So I'm going to start off by having porridge. So click on the cereals and products, scroll down until I find porridge made with water. I will enter a serving of around about 150 grams in there, and then click add. On the right hand side there you've got a summary of the number of calories for that particular food stuff. You've got your planned calories there, which is 2,300, and then the calories used in that particular example, and then it will take it away from your total there, so it will actually count down the number of calories you've got left after whatever you've eaten per day. Okay, so the next thing I did was I added 2 teaspoons of honey. So I'm not quite sure which category honey falls under, so we'll go down to miscellaneous food and drink, scroll down the list until I find honey, and there we go. Sorry about that, I keep losing it. Okay, so I will click in 15 grams is approximately 2 teaspoons and add that, and you can see the totals on the right are updating every time I click add. So the next thing I had was a glass of unsweetened orange juice. So click on fruit and nuts and scroll down until I come to orange juice unsweetened, and there we can see it there. I only had a small glass, so around about 100 grams. Click add. The next thing then I had a poached egg on some toast, so click on milk and dairy products, scroll down until I find eggs, and there you can see eggs, chicken, poached. So a typical egg white and yolk, not including the shell of course, is around about 75 grams. So click add there. And then the last thing I had was some wholemeal toast. So if I scroll right down to the bottom of this list, I should find wholemeal toast somewhere. There we go, wholemeal bread toasted. The average slice of bread is around about 50 grams. Okay, and add that, and you can see that this totals up the number of calories that you've had for that meal. So step 4 is asking you to repeat step 3 for each of the meals. So you'll need to go through and repeat for each of the meals that you're having during the day. So for lunch, for dinner, and then for any snacks that you have as well. So the final tab is the details tab. And what this does is give you a breakdown. Well, it summarises each meal that you've had throughout the day and gives you a breakdown of each meal there. So we've just done the example of a breakfast, and you can see that it gives you the individual breakdown, how many calories and what the macronutrients are within that particular meal, and it summarises the total number of calories for that meal along with the fats, carbohydrates and protein as well. And I think initially we were aiming for around about 350 to 400 calories per meal. So we've got 389, which is pretty good. Also, once you've been through the same process for each of the meals, you'll get a similar sort of thing for lunch, dinner and the snacks that you're having as well. Scroll down to the bottom, and what it does is it summarises the total number of calories and fats and carbohydrates and everything you've had during the day. If you keep going down, you've also got the option to print your name and click there to print out the results so that you can build yourself up a nice portfolio of your daily meals. So you'll find that if you start using this tool, it might take you a little bit of time, and it's a little bit of messing around to start with, having to weigh out different types of foods and things like that, but it will change your way of thinking about food. It will help you to plan meals and also show you what a healthy, good portion size is for a meal. So it will help you to stop overeating. It will help you to eat regularly and to spread out your calories right the way through the day to keep your metabolism really high, which is really important when you're trying to keep fit and also to lose weight as well, because you don't want your body to go into that starvation mode. So the only thing I can say is persevere with it. Try it for a few days or try it for a week. Start building up your a portfolio of the meals. After a period of time, you'll soon get very used to knowing roughly how many calories there are in a meal, just simply by educating yourself by using tools like this. So eventually you won't really need to use the meal planner. You can only refer back to it every so often when you come up with a new meal that you're not sure about, and put all the details in the planning tool, and that will give you a really good idea. So good luck with that. I wish you every success.